Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. You didn't think that setup I was working on there was going to be anywhere close to permanent, did you? Yeah, no, we don't do that here. I've been messing around with getting the farming implemented in here with this setup, and it's looking promising. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. This is the machines that we need in order to produce the stuff that we need to produce the resin. I added the thin water maker off of this, as well as a saline maker, as well as a sand maker, which is what we need in order to actually grow these crops. We're going to need, it's 14 of those, so this is 14 of those, and they fit very nicely right here. And I think this may work out. Let's see, we're going to want an input line and an output line. Ghost Placer, turn you off just to clear that out. That can be the input line, and that can be the output line. You have saline on that side. You need seeds as well as sand. And we can double up this line, I believe, and make that work. 10 and 5 every 60 seconds. I believe we can do, let's do an in. Let's do an in. In, out. There we go. That right there. And you are going to be a long-handed, and you are going to be a long-handed, right? That's our output. That's the output. That's the input. That's the input. All right, I think that'll do it. And I think that will be the pattern going up. And we're out of inserters. All right, and this can actually move up a little bit. And we've still got some space there. Yeah, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to mix all this together. I mean, we're not going to have any more use for most of the other stuff. How are we doing on inserters? We got 60 of them. That should be good. Oh, I've got Ghost Placer Express off. That might have been what the actual problem was. All right, that should be good to go. Let's see, where do we want to run this saline pipe? Are these power poles? They're probably necessary. We'll get to those later if needed. See, I'd kind of like to run that there if it'll fit. That feeds that side. Gosh, we're out of all kinds of things. That won't stretch. But that should feed us all of our saline water. Okay, so this will be the extra part here. Okay, so this is going to create this, and 5 of those is going to create 35. To replace the seeds that we used, we're going to need 10 of those. And 20 of those will be used to make the corn that we need. So how do we process the seeds? We process that in a seed extractor. All right. We have experience with those. I'm hoping that this recipe isn't like 30 seconds or 300 seconds like before. Let's just get a look at that. Let's see. We want this. 0.5 seconds. All right, that's halfway reasonable. Do we need any special controls on that? I don't think so. So if we just put you down here and you get first dibs on the crop, and do we have any fast inserters? We do. And we just say you make those things off the first fruits. No, we don't want that. We don't want that any different. You just pick up from there, but we do want you to drop it out onto that line. And we want to offset that so that it goes on the inside, because we'll have this, which will provide us a sand line. Let's see, this is going to be coming down here. That's going to have all our good soil on it. Get you coming through right here, and you'll need to go under there to get the sand over there where it needs to go. All right, and then everything else is going to be post-processing. Well, actually, can we just take it over here? We're going to have all this spare room right here. Let's see, what do we need? What do we need for this? We need this stuff, making corn. We're going to need 2.2 of those. And that should go into nutrient extractors, which is then going into a gas refinery. Bioprocessors, 2 nutrient extractors. Was it 3 bioprocessors? And a gas refinery. Gas refinery. All right, and I'm hoping we can make that fit all up in here. We shall see. Well, let me get those built. I'm going to go run and grab a couple of more pipes and things, and I will see you right after the intro is over. All right, bioprocessors. We want to get 12 corn out of those guys. Boom and boom. 12 corn. 20 prime deadlion. Okay, those are then going to go into these nutrient extractors. And I'm guessing that ratio is going to work. 2.2 to 2. Yeah, that'll be just fine. And that's just going to make the corn, which I'm assuming we'll be able to just dump down into here. And you are going to make nutrient pulp from corn. All right, and let's see, let's pipe that. And while I'm thinking about it, let's get those pipes up there that we were missing earlier. There we go. And that is going to go into a gas refinery. Oh, look at that guy. He's nice and small. Okay. We can bring that up. Send that across. And we want you making... What do we want you making? That one? that one or that one? It's this one. We need the ethanol. All right. That's the one right there. And how many flare stacks do we have? We have 0. We need 2 for now. All right, you guys take in 20 and make 12 every 4 seconds. We'll start with that. I'm hoping that that we have enough here to be able to keep those supported. We're overproducing, so we should be fine. All right, and let's see, which one of these is ethanol? I'm going to guess it's the middle one. I'm going to guess it's that one. Those two look exactly the same to me. Okay, let's see. I think I'm good with this. Let's go ahead and get the next part of the blueprint, which is all the trees. That can fit right here. There. This is our line, I believe. And we can feed it into that splitter, and now we're back to good on this. I think with the exception of water, which we'll have to visit. Where are the arboretums? I put a warehouse up here where I was throwing trash, and I think I got the arboretums up there. Yes, I did. There we go. And then we have a little bit of space down here to deal with for making our resin. And we shouldn't need too much now that we have all of this. Oh, is this going to work? I have no idea. I'm playing these like by the seat of my pants for the most part. I'm several days ahead right now. I had a lot of time to sit and play some Factorio. I think I mentioned it in the last video, but if you didn't catch that, I'm going to be gone for a while. I've got some trips lined up. It's heavy travel season for work and pleasure both. So I'm just trying to get a little bit ahead with a backlog, and we're finally out of inserters. Place what we can there. How are we doing on just general things? We got those. We got belt. We could probably use some more splitters while we're down here. Inserters moved right there. And let's grab some splitters. All right, there is all of this, I believe. Okay, so our resin is still going to come through here. And that process, now that it's not so scary, where is it? This. Ethanol. And that in a liquefier. That to a factory. Okay, so it's just two things. That's why this recipe wasn't scary at all until it became scary. Bioresin and factory making said resin. Can we just put it down below where it'll be in line? Petrochem. All right, is this going to work? It would be a miracle. How many do you need? 1 every 4 seconds. We might want to end up making that into a loader. I'm not sure. All right, we got a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of loose ends to tie up here. So let's just get the whole process moving. Okay, so this is going to be the water line coming in. This is not relevant anymore. And this, well, that'll be our resin export line. Filter trees to the left. We still want to force it on that side of the belt and give it input priority. We still want to feed you with water. That stretch? Yes. Okay, so that's water for everything down here. Let's go ahead and hook up electricity as well. See what we're missing here. All right, the one thing I'm thinking about that we probably didn't account for is our mud recycler. But that's doable. Oh, these guys aren't going to be powered. Okay, that's everything powered. This is water. That can tie in right there. That no longer needs to go down. This should feed all of that. That is not needed. That's going to go up there. Feed. Well, we'll just feed you up on the top instead of the bottom. Okay, we're going to have the viscous mud water. We are feeding saline. What are we missing here? We're missing an inserter right there. Of course, where the electricity is not. Okay. Go. We got the water, except we totally don't. Where's the break? All the way down here. Do we have water? No. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so that got those guys going. We need a pump. Mud pump. Actually, let's take that a step back. We're going to need a flare stack. Oh, we're going to need another flare stack, too. I forgot. We got to hook this up. And, I think it's this one in the middle. That's the one we're going to go with. Ethanol. Okay, it would have no, it wouldn't have barked, but it'll bark right now. Okay, no bark. Let's see. Flare stack. Flare stack. I don't know that got lined up. Okay, yeah, it did. All right, boy, this is turning into a big mess. Okay, what do we need to do about this? All you guys need to be inserting on the inside of the belt. That is what is wrong there. Let's go and clear this up. Okay. And let's see. Let's take this one more down. Let's see. What do we need for that? We need a liquefier. Let's go ahead and plan this out. Liquefier. That's going to need water and mud. We can just do that to drain off this excess mud. How far will that stretch? Not quite far enough. Okay, that'll go in like that. And we want a top-off valve there. I feel like I had some of those before we just go out and start making millions of valves. Yeah, we had 2 of them. Recycle when you can. All right, we'll put that there. That will only work whenever it keeps this from... Oh, and we've got some kind of problem going on, don't we? Let's see. Let's do... Is saline going to be the one that's going to back us up? I think so. That's going to be the final one in the process. We got plenty of room for a clarifier here, though, if we had one. I know we've got a lot of them. I'm sure we're going to use a lot of them, so let's just go ahead and make one. And we do have an overflow valve. And let's see. Overflow. Feeding into that. All right, I think that part of it's good. Soil is going to be made. That's going to get you guys going. We are actually got some of the bioresin now, so that's working out swimmingly. Okay, we just need a ton of seeds. Let's come over here and grab some seeds to get this started. It's these. I kind of want to do this somewhat cautiously. Let's go ahead and put half of them in there, and that will get some of this started. And let's just see what happens here. Oh, look at that. There's like little plants are growing. How long is this process? 1 minute. Okay. 1 minute. The crafting speed of 1, so 1 minute. Okay, you guys are taking, like, extras. Don't get greedy. I know this probably little thing I'm doing here is probably not the best way to do that. But I don't want to throw any more seeds in here than we actually need. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that should be enough to get the process started. It's going to need to buffer a bit, I think. All right, I may just be doing silliness here. Let's block off that temporarily, just to make sure that we'll dedicate everything to making seeds until all this is running full time. I think that's more of a better idea to do. Get all you guys filled up with seeds. Sorry, I'm impatient. I want it to go faster. All right, that's looking a lot more reasonable to me. Everything else seems to be running okay. I was kind of concerned about the mud backup, and it's backed up on one side, but that's all right because we'll still have the free flow on the other side, which is good. Our farms are getting filled up here. All right, there's our last one. And I think this should be self-sustaining. I guess we'll just see. Wait for a little bit more of a backup there on the seeds. All right, then let's go ahead and let it go. All right, let's see. Are we getting any ethanol down here? We're getting a little bit. That's nice. Of course, we're not making a lot of this stuff now because we had that blocked off, but that should be taken care of here very shortly. And yeah, we're backing up on this because of that process, which actually makes sense. All right, let's get this turned on so we can process some of this. Let's put that in a chest right now so that doesn't back up. And we're making resin. Quite a little contraption we made here in order to make resin, but we are making resin, as well as some extra wood. All right, now I was thinking that was going to be a lot smaller, but it's actually not. But I like it all being self-contained. I think that's going to make sense in the long run. How are all of these guys doing? You guys are running full time. You're not backed up or anything. This guy is running. Support of that. Seeds are completely backed up. So that's where I wanted this to be in, was in that place where the seeds are completely backed up, so that this will back up, so everything else just goes on and gets transformed here. Okay, those guys are finally getting a chance to do their stuff. All right, it looks like we're just backed up on ethanol. All right, and it looked like that was actually occurring. Wood is backed up, and we've got some of these little guys out here. We don't want that. We just want resin. Might be able to put that on the same line that we have the alginic acid on. Because I think we're going to actually need solder down when we are making advanced circuits. Trying to think. These guys should grab the inside line first, and these are going to be on the inside line. This one's given priority, so this will be the last line to back up. All right, so that's okay. It still might back up and shut everything down, but it doesn't look like we're making soil fast enough, does it? 7 machines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, well, the lines are starting to back up. Maybe I just need to be patient. Okay, how are we going to do this? Like that. There you go, and you'll share a line with that. All right, it's not making very fast, that's for sure, but it is making nonetheless, and I think that will get to speeding up a bit whenever this farming process kicks in. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Just be patient and move on to the next thing. What is the next thing? We got plastic, we got resin. I think it's gonna be the silicone stuff. Silicone wafers. Silicone wafers, combine that with plastic to make the tin copper wires. I think silicone wafers are going to be on the bus, and is that all we need? We can do all this over in refining and just send out the silicone wafers. I think that'll be good. And then the only real tricky things, resin, we need that with the wooden boards. We can do that with wood. So that is set. That turns into this. You require... Okay, so that guy we got with the silicone wafers. Basic electric components and solder. We've done both of those before. It was this. Which requires that. Which requires that. Which requires saline water. We may just want to pipe some of this saline water out onto the bus. Since we're making it in excess. Might as well. But that is going to be a problem for the next episode. Let's just go have a look at some things. Refining. It's like every time I look at it, it makes me less and less happy. How are we doing now? Okay, we've flipped now as far as that ratio, so let's go ahead and turn these guys off. Our warehouse is full. That's not a good sign. We got some problems. All right, well, I guess next episode is the best time to tackle those. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode where, yeah, I guess we're going to take on refining. All right, have a good one.